thinking about lessons learned, statutory placement development.
I just think it's about having that clarity right from the very beginning. That's, I think, the most important bit. Even before a student's placed there, obviously the PLA sort of cements things from the student's perspective, but I think from the perspective of setting the placement up, it needs to be clear what the student's going to be doing on
Yeah,
placement. There needs to be an acceptance from the agency that they are going to do that. It's not going to change if a manager changes. It's not going to change if a practice educator changes. That is what the student is going to do on the placement, and that is their contract with the university, is to provide those types of learning opportunities. And I think that would help an awful lot.
I do
Um,
too.
sometimes and I think this is the sort of nature of placements. They're pretty fragile things. We need a sort of bespoke placement agreement prior to the placement starting, saying this is what the student will be doing. They
Yeah,
will complete, say in the case of fostering, they will complete a Form F.
yeah,
They will undertake an annual review. They will carry a caseload of 10. That sort of thing, for example, I think needs to be addressed before any student goes anywhere near the placement, and then it can be clarified in the play in the learning agreement at the start of placement what the student will be doing, what the timescale will be for that. But it can't be a case of it. We don't want to be negotiating that in the learning agreement stage. It needs to be clear from before the placement starts,
yeah.
and I would say in writing and signed off.
I would too, to be honest. I think it's something that I was considering when I looked at my statutory task model,
Mm,
is really looking at the quality assurance process side of it.
yeah,
So being very clear, having very clear processes there about expectations, timescales, roles, about that review mechanism, about what's expected. That and it's something as well, similar to what Simon was saying earlier. It just needs to be so clear, and that you can't have that wriggle room in there.
no,
It needs to be clear as part of placement planning, but also the fact that when like universities start to develop placements, they really like review it as part of their a part of their placement assessment processes, and think about maybe adding additional services in, such as mentoring, to give that extra support, extra
yeah.
feedback to the university.